Day 6 of training camp, and you can tell by the title, we still got a problem. What is up, Finn fans? How's everyone doing on this Tuesday? No training camp tomorrow, but there is training camp Thursday, Friday. Then they have the scrimmage at the stadium, and then no camp on Sunday. But we are getting very close to watching Miami Dolphin football with our own eyes, as next Friday they are taking on the Atlanta Falcons. I will be live for that. It's just gonna be fun to watch some competitive Dolphin football and all that jazz. But we're gonna talk about what happened today at training camp. We're gonna talk with Mike McDaniel comes out, does his presser. We got on the field stuff. We got a little player stuff afterwards, and I'm gonna show you some footage that happened at camp today. So, starting it off, Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel says neither training camp nor preseason games will be compromised with Cam Smith's injury. He doesn't have a timeline for his return to practice, though. So essentially, what I'm getting from that is the injury to Cam Smith was not anything serious. But again, the humongous, gigantus, voluptuous amount of injuries the Dolphins dealt with at the end of the year, the Dolphins are being uberly cautious with how they go about their injuries now. So he probably has some type of tweak, some type of whatever. Like if it was, we have a playoff game on Sunday, he will probably play. But the fact that it's training camp, we're not going to rush him back. Will he play on next Friday? Probably. Like he said, neither training camp nor preseason games will be compromised with Cam Smith's injury. Dolphins left tackle Teron Armstead will seemingly practice today. The amount he anticipates each day, each week will vary. Exactly how much does he need to on the given day to get him ready for week 1? So again, this is his third year in this offense. So for Teron Armstead, we don't need him to be out there every single day. Let's go, Teron. Come on. We need to have continuity, this, and that. But he does need to practice somewhat. So again, they're not going to have him out there every single day. It's a great example of taking your game into your hands. There are always opportunity for a competitor standpoint to get better in your play. Being able to identify exactly what those are is powerful. Talking about Tua and his effort to be more athletic. When you're admiring his nimbleness, that is something he has been very disciplined on each and every day. You're noticing it, especially him, getting out of the pocket, stepping up, giving himself more time. Like we've seen little bits and pieces of it. Like we saw it against the Commanders, where he spun out of that free rush. We saw it against the Ravens in 2022 week 2, where again he spun out of the rush, where he got out of the pocket to throw the game-winning touchdown. We've seen it here and there of him using his mobility he had back then. Now he's trying to bring back the mobility he had in college and his rookie year with us. So it's going to be interesting to see, but I don't expect him to be a Lamar Jackson, a Josh Allen, these guys that are going to run through. I feel like his mobility is more getting out of the pocket, bootlegs, stuff like that. Or if he has a clear range at a first down or a touchdown, he'll take it. When you have a leader from one of the best players in the league, it's impossible for other players not to listen. Talking about Tyreek Hill, his efforts to become more of a leader. Mike McDaniel said, I've been happy with our intent to attack practice as I have been as a head coach. That's a very head coach answer. On Isaiah Wynn, he says he's doing well. His process is diligent. He's been a steadfast fixture within the building. He'll keep progressing. I'll give you an update when it's a little clearer, Doug, because he's on the pup. But I expect him to come off the pup sooner rather than later. McDaniel said he was pleased by how players responded to Anthony Weaver. He added, the emotion of coaching often gets lost. If you're trying to get someone to be their very best, you have to be able to reach them. But overall, they have to choose to listen. And I think that's where kind of some of the disconnect was with Fangio. I feel like Fangio did a good job with what he has. I have to preference by saying that because for some reason, when you're critical of a coach or a player, you have to be, people just think you instantly hate them, which is funny because I think Fangio was good for us. We had a good defense, but I feel like Fangio came here seeing this as a stepping stone. Like, I don't think he was like, oh, I want to go to Miami. I'm going to be there for 4 years, or I'll be there for at least 2 to 3 years, maybe head coaching. I think he was like, hey, Miami's going to pay me. Philly's got something going on. I'll go down there, coach him for a year, then I'm coming back to Philly. I think that was always his mindset. So I don't think he really cared about having a connection with his players, which it does matter. As a coach, you want to have a connection with your players because if not, they're not going to really care. So Elijah Campbell is your orange jersey today, our standout special teamer. It's not spotted at practice. Savon Ahmed, Raheem Mostert, he gets a rest today. Again, you get that workload veteran rest day. Wide receiver Eric Uzukama, linebacker Anthony Walker Jr., and David Long Jr., both of those guys getting a rest day, and cornerback Cam Smith for obvious reasons. I thought this was pretty interesting. When the player gets an orange jersey, their coaching group gets an orange jersey. So I think these are special teamers, special team coach / secondary coach guys that are wearing these orange shirts, which I think is pretty interesting and fun. Dolphins owner Stephen Ross is in attendance. And then you also have this video here of Jalen Phillips playing catch with guys in the stands. And actually, Travis Wingfield, I'm going to let that play out. It makes a one-handed catch. I'll show you when. It's like I think it's this throw here. Watch this catch by Travis Wingfield. Ready? There you go, Travis. Okay, one-on-ones open with Ramsey on Waddle. Waddle gets to the out against outside leverage. Hard to find a better camp than Waddle. Waddle's having a fantastic camp. Wait till you see some of the videos of the catches he made too. With the ball, then fires a back shoulder dot to Craycraft, who makes a nice spinning, jumping catch. Watching Raheem Mostert. This is from Omar Kelly. Again, when I follow everybody so you can get different perspectives of what's happening, because obviously only one person can focus on one thing at training camp. So you have like Travis Wingfield, he's like noticing something with the one-on-ones. And then you have Omar Kelly here who looks over and he notices watching Raheem Mostert do his maintenance work today, work outside, is resemblance of punishment more than a day off. So Omar looks over and he notices that Raheem Mostert is just going hard. And it doesn't seem like he's like just sitting back like, I got a day off. Like he's working. So again, I get you all the different aspects. Curtis Bolton has a pancaked his blocking tackle or fullback twice during one-on-ones. Good to see that. Offensive line looked great in today's one-on-ones. Impressive period from Brewer, Eichenberg, Jackson, Paul, and Hines. Gallimore, Murphy, and Tart had convincing wins that I saw on the D-line. That was from Travis Wingfield. Quentin Bell and Calais Campbell set the edge well on the right side of a run where Liam Eichenberg moved nobody on that pull. Tua in now, and it's a run for Jeff Wilson, but Jordan Brooks is right there scrapping off a block to make the stop. I'm really liking the Jordan Brooks edition more and more. Tua navigates some pressure off the edge from Quentin Bell, steps up around it, and fires a ball to Waddle that makes a full extension catch on. Waddle continues to catch everything thrown his way. I think I have a video of that. And then unfortunately, fumble exchange between Tua and Brewer in 11-on-11s. Calais Campbell blows up a toss play for Jeff Wilson, had pressure on the snap prior to Channing Tindall. I think this is the second day in a row I've said that man's name. Made a play, sniffed out H-hand sweep, and tracked him down for a tackle at the line of scrimmage. All right, Channing. Can't wait to see what you could do in preseason. Tua misses Tyreek Hill's crossing deep, stepped up, but might have been a sack by Emmanuel Ogbah. I'm hearing great things from Emmanuel Ogbah, which I'm very happy about because he had a very good first 2 years with the Dolphins. Again, I think it had a lot to do with the defensive scheme last year and why he kind of struggled. Jonnu Smith makes a gorgeous diving catch over the middle of the field, full extension, high overhead snap from Matthew Jones to Mike White. So it's not just Aaron Brewer. Now it is the second center in Matthew Jones. Grayson Murphy just dropped an interception. Aaron Brewer, Jack Driscoll, and Ireland Brown have all had botched center to cornerback exchanges today. All the centers. All of them. Skylar Thompson checks back in and has the first snap airmailed from Aaron Brewer. Kind of talked to Andrew Meyer, sorry. Third bad snap again. Tua flies or no look to Jonnu up the seam, but he can't hang on. I think the throw surprised him because the back was wide open on the swing, and Tua was pretty convinced that's where the throw was going. So I guess he expected him to throw it here, but he's like, I'm gonna get it to you, Jonnu. Catch the flipping ball. Ramsey beats Jalen Hill's block and shuts down a now throw to Tyreek with some help from Zeke Vanderberg. I'm hearing his name a lot too. Jordan Poyer steps in front of a throw over the middle from Tua to Berrios for the pick. Looked like Poyer rolled out and did what he's done for years in Buffalo, but an absolute menace in that robber role. I don't care how old that man is. If he can keep producing like that, I'm very happy. Quentin Bell adds a pass breakup to his stat line this opening week, resetting the line of scrimmage and rejecting the Skylar Thompson throw. Alec Ingold has a rush pick up on Bell that you could hear the pads pop from up in here. Skylar using the time to float one up the sideline to Tyreek for about 20 yards, working on Needham. Love that. Bell resets Paul for a would-be hit on the quarterback. Skylar shoots one over the middle to Waddle, who had it, but Cater rakes the hand beautifully for the pass breakup. I have a video of that as well. Chop gets some pressure quickly working on Keon Smith, but Tua unloads it and drops it right in the bucket for Achane up the sideline, who had it initially, but Cater... No, this is the one I have the video for, but Cater right there to break it up. Wait till you see. I have a video of Chop coming off of, if you're the quarterback, the right side, if you're the linebacker, the left side. That man is fast. Tua rips a shot as the offense settles into rhythm. This time he beats a trio of defenders with a C to Anthony Schwartz for about 20-ish yards. Best part is of that rep is Liam was a strong pass set and anchor for Calais Campbell. After the play, Butchberry does something that looks like a McGregor walk approaching Liam. They bump chests and Liam shoves him away. Liam's having a big day and Butch is loving it. Good. I love hearing bounce backs like that, especially from Liam. Devon Achane rushing touchdown from 7 yards out in the red zone. Eichenberg and Brewer open a massive hole in that run. Odell Beckham is sprinting on the far sideline, which is great. He is there. Storm Duck with a pass breakup over the middle. I hope he makes the team. Tua's unit went 3 for 4 scoring touchdowns on those mid-red zone plays from the Achane on the carry and throws to Smythe and Berrios for 6. Live tackling, and Agba makes a play on a run to Achane to the right. Telling you, I'm hearing really good things about Agba. I'm thinking it was just the defensive scheme last year. Tyreek delivers on a 3rd-and-1 conversion from Tua. Tua rolls to his right, flips his hip, and fires C to Tyreek for 12. Tua looked like he was rolling to his left, but he pivoted and went back to his right. That's the speed from where from him losing the weight and getting more nimble. Jeff Wilson injured his leg on a tackle during a 3rd-and-1 period at the end of a run, limped off the field. Hopefully nothing serious for him. Cam Brown wins off the edge and is joined by Jonathan Harris for a sack on Skylar Thompson. The live periods have been short yardage on the O-line, is getting some good surge on the 1 and 2s alike, so it's good to hear the offensive line bouncing back there. Jalen Wright and Cater Kohu get into a scrap, and Patrick Paul ends it by grabbing Cater Kohu. People thought he was going to suplex him, but he just kind of like picked him up and moved him because that man is ginormous. Practice finishes for today, but Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa and center Andrew Brewer are still on the field working to fix their snapping issues. Very happy about that. So not only yesterday when they were having snapping issues did Tua pull Aaron Brewer aside and work on it. Now they're staying late after practice. Good. Thank you. Praise everything in the world. And then we'll look at, let's look at some footage first, because I was going to do some player pressers, but we'll look at some film, some plays. All right. Oh, we got another backflip here. I'm pretty sure you guys want to see this backflip. These guys are they love backflipping. They just love it. Defensive line hyping them up. All the rookies. The rookies had to come out and do this. This is Fuller and Ramsey warming up. Kendall Fuller back out there, which is good to see. He had a compression sleeve on his leg that everyone was like, oh, the compression sleeve. I don't think it was anything serious on Jalen Ramsey. I think he was just wearing a compression sleeve. I would wear them. I wear compression knee pads all the time. This is Tua to Waddle over the middle. Ooh, that was nice. Nice. And I like that he's catching with his hands now. Like, nice. I like that he's catching with his hands now, because if you notice, back in the day, he would always kind of like jump up and try to like get that in there. This is Tua with the no look to Jonnu. I think this is the one where he thought, he had someone on the other side. Kind of surprised him. You got to catch that, Jonnu. So he probably thought he was going to throw it to this. You got to catch that, though. No, you got to catch that. Could have been a touchdown, because we all know how he is with the yards after contact. This is another angle. This is the Miami Dolphins angle of that extended catch from Tua to Waddle. I love that he caught that with his hands. Absolutely love that. This one is Tua threads to needle. Threads the needle to Schwartz. That's just Tua being Tua, though. That's just Tua being Tua. That's a dot. That's a dot if I've ever seen one. This one is Chop. Oh, this is the Chop one. This is the one I wanted you guys to see. Holy guacamole. Chop's going to come off the edge here. Look at the speed that this man comes off the end. Right here. Here's Chop. Making a little bit of an adjustment. Right here. Keep your eyes right here. Jeez Louise. Jeez. It's on him. That's on Keon Smith. Why are you not trying to block Chop Robinson there? Oh, he would have murdered him. Holy crap. Oh, okay. Here's the pass breakup. This is the last video I got for you guys. The pass breakup from Miami Dolphins. Step up. Nice toss. Achane getting up. Got his hand on it. Kader Kohu ripping the ball out. Like the little dab there. Now, here's my question. Now, obviously, he has to survive hitting the ground, right? He's got it. He's got it. That might be incomplete in the NFL. You let me know. Comment below. Let me know. You think that's incomplete? Real quick, got some player pressers from Elijah Campbell. Credited the veterans and the team secondary for allowing chemistry to build quickly. Also shouted out Old Man Poe, who is Jordan Poyer, who he says looks 22 out there flying around. Teron Armstead said he is getting thousands of reps even when he's not physically on the field, adding that it's been tricky balancing his practice involvement with his body management, but he feels like he's found that sweet spot. Dolphins players pretty much are in agreement. They won't wear the Guardian caps in games, even though it is now allowed by the NFL. Jordan Brooks said they are like 10 pounds. So those are those like padded helmets on. I don't know why you would. And then finally, I thought he was going to ask me about something ball, and he asked me about something personal. Jordan Brooks on his interaction with Anthony Weaver. Again, building that, like, it's a different style of coaching not friendship, but coaching style with his players. But that's what I got for you guys. They are off tomorrow. But so far, offense a little messy, defense doing their thing. Chop, fantastic. Hearing great things from Chop. Saw some great things from Chop. Tua had the interception to Poyer. Outside of that, I think he had a good camp today. Trying to think. Offensive line, the centers need to work on their snapping issues. I understand it is the first full week of training camp, and we got a long ways to go, but please fix that. It's better to have that problem now than later on in the season. I'm letting Agba surprising people. I'm hearing great things from Jordan Brooks. I'm liking that the defense is being so competitive, but I need to see that flip. I need to see the offensive line work a little bit better. But that's what I got for you guys today. They are off tomorrow, so I will see you guys on Thursday. Other than that, like usual, stay classy. Offense out.